Thank you for joining us today on this very important topic of how to practice effectively. Now, I want you to think of the practice being challenging enough to where we are on the brink of failure. So there's 3 keys to our practice I want you to take away from this today. We have spacing, variability, and challenge. What we're trying to do is create cognitive stress to allow our synapses in our brain to keep firing so we are always learning. And the way we do that is create spacing, variability, and challenge. So spacing is the time between shots. Variability is the changing of distances or shot types. And then challenge is making it hard enough for your skill level to put you on the brink of failure, but make it exciting to where you want to keep coming back for more. So for example, I have a chart here, and the chart tells me what the average tour proximity to the hole, 80, 90, and 100 scoring golfers, proximity to the hole is. So for a 100-yard shot, the average tour pro is going to be 16 feet. On average. Remember, this is an average, so it's sometimes closer, sometimes further. So this is an average number. To make this a challenge for myself, I want to put it to 12 feet. If I put it to 12 feet, it's hard enough to where I might fail and have to do it again. To make it challenging, I might put a 1-minute pause button between shots if I fail. So for example, if I hit it to 15 feet, I'm outside of my 12-foot zone, I failed, now I have to take a 1-minute break, and I can no longer hit a shot during that time span. So, spacing between shots creates cognitive stress because we have to recall what we just did. Now, for example, if I ask you the question, what's 5 plus 5, we're going to say 10. What's 5 plus 5? What's 5 plus 5? What's 5 plus 5? Our brain shuts off and just gives us the answer 10. That is like you raking a ball over, hit a shot. Rake a ball over, hit a shot. Rake a ball over, hit a shot. Your brain shuts off. There is no learning. So creating this cognitive stress, shot after shot, being able to recall what you just did is going to help build long-term improvement that you can transfer to the course. The one thing I will say, this is the only game that we practice on the turf that we do not play. Again, this is the only game we practice on the turf that we do not play. It's very important to understand. We need to make practice tougher than what we may face on the course, which will make us feel more at ease during a round of golf. Okay? So, there's a couple other things we can take away from this. Interleaving practice. Interleaving practice means mixing a variety of practice drills with challenges. So for example, let's make up one right now. So my goal from 100 yards is to hit it to 12 feet, but my issue lately has been hitting it a little bit heavy. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to use this seam line as my practice line. So with this seam line, I'm going to take practice swings, focusing on hitting to the left of that seam line. I have to take 5 slow practice swings, making sure that I hit left of that seam line, making sure I get ball first contact. After those 5 practice swings, I'll then execute a shot at 100 yards. If I hit that within 12 feet, I continue on, and I do 5 more reps doing a position drill, where I'm focusing more on hinging, making sure I'm not releasing it early. From there, if we succeeded on our shot, we can then go to the next distance of 125 yards with a different goal in mind. That is also to a different target. So now we're varying our targets, varying our distances, varying the shot. So our goal here, again, is to create spacing between the shots, create a little bit of a challenge, and have a specific goal in mind when practicing, and then varying the shot that we have while providing a little bit of a challenge. So, for instance, we have our 5 swings, do those 5, we execute our shot and we fail. Now I want you to take a 1-minute break. After the 1-minute break, come back, do your next set of 5 reps, then it circles back around to the other set of 5 reps, and then you execute another shot. It seems very tedious, but again, making practice more specific, less shots per minute, create more spacing, creates better cognitive learning. Okay? So let me go through the whole process real quick and you'll see what it's like. I'm only going to do 3 swings to make it go by a little faster. The more advanced you are, you can go 3 swings. The more beginner level, I'd recommend 5 swings because we're trying to create more of a change. So, 3 swings, missing left of the line, so we go up, miss left. Then we step into our shot. So let me get 100 yards up here. All right, I said 12 feet from 100 yards, so I did my 3 reps. And the important thing here is to go through your full process. Oh, just caught the slope. All right, that spun back down the hill. I'm not within 12 feet. Now I would have to take a minute break. After a minute's gone by, I then have to go through my next set of drills. Focusing on not releasing early. After that, I go to my first set of drills, hitting left of the line. Then we attempt to execute the shot again. If we're successful, go through our reps. The next shot would be 125. If we fail, we gotta take a minute break again. It puts more stress on the brain to be able to develop better learning. There's a lot of different ways we can interchange this. We could go challenge, practice swings challenge with 2 different types of challenges. One challenge could be trying to hit the ball in the fairway. The other challenge could be randomizing our targets. Make practice playful. Make practice more like you would on the course. You could say, hey, on this shot, I'm gonna hit a draw. If we successfully complete that draw and it does not pass our center line, check it off. Next one, a cut, check it off. High, low. Again, making our practice more meaningful with spacing, variability, and challenge, we can have a lot of fun, make golf more exciting when you play, okay? So remember, don't just rake the ball over. There's no learning occurring. Create practice stations. Create challenges within those practice stations. All right, so we can go challenge, practice station, challenge, practice station, challenge, practice station. We could go challenge, challenge, practice station. We can make it any way that works for you, but we want to break it up between the shots. So there's a lot of different ways. Remember, spacing, variability, challenge. If you have any questions, reach out. Need help developing a practice plan, we're more than willing to assist. If you like this video, go ahead and like, subscribe, and we hope to see you again here soon.